YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Zone with me, your host, Jonathan, aka the Dr. Movies. Now, I'm going to talk about this movie that kind of came out a couple of months ago, but you know what? I just saw it. I wanted to see it, and finally came out to a place where I was able to see it. So I finally got a chance to see it. It's a little horror movie that came out, and I think it was in the summertime, called Green Inferno. Now, the story of this movie is about a group of people. They're pretty much tree huggers in a way. They want to go to the Amazon to stop some company from destroying the rainforest. And they all band together and decide, we got to go to fight them head on. We have to take on the man. And, fight for trees and animals' rights. And I'm like, okay, this could go completely in a creepy way. This could be awesome. Or can this movie suck? So when they finally get to the place, they do what they have to do. But unfortunately, something happens where they get captured by these people who have never seen, like, people like you and me, who've been in seclusion in the jungle for maybe centuries. We have no idea. They really don't show that. And these people are carnivores, savages, in a way. They crazy. They don't see people like you and me. They just decide, let's eat them. We're hungry, let's eat them. And the group of people, I believe they're college students. They never really show who they really were. Or they work for some company, or whatever they were. They're screwed up. They all getting captured. And one by one, they're getting killed off. And this movie's more gore than jump scares and here and them and there. This movie is just more gory to me personally. So much blood in this movie. I was just like, wow. Now, don't get me wrong. The scenes are pretty cool when they see them getting butchered and killed. But God, this movie is bad. I mean, dialogue itself. I don't know. This is like one of those low budget horror films that came out in the summer. And, it made money, whatever. It didn't do too great. Wasn't like it's going to win an Oscar for anything. But, I think when people make movies like this, I think they just go to the streets, pick 5 or 6 random people, and be like, you want to be in a low-budget movie? Because honestly, I have no idea who these actors are. Even if they are really actors, maybe they just the director's friends. They're horrible, man. Oh my God. They get girls who are just hot to do their thing, they get killed off, and then the guys are just being dummies. They don't. I'm sorry. It's just that this movie was just. I was really looking forward to it because the trailer made it look like so cool. A bunch of people from another country who live in seclusion, and they meet people like us, and then they want to kill them to survive. I'm like, that looks cool. The way it was gonna be showing the tortures. From when they were gonna, chop their hands or legs or feet or whatever it was to eat them. And I thought it was gonna look cool. And, for the most part, that looked cool. It's just that the rest of the movie sucks. I just didn't understand the concept of this movie. It just didn't make any sense in my head. Listen, I'm gonna spoil something here for you. If you're really interested in seeing this movie, don't listen to this part. Might as well forward a little bit. But I'm going to spoil a little piece here. There's a scene where they get locked up in this cage. And all the people, they're all covered in blood and all that crap. They're watching them and this. I'm like to myself, okay, these people have to go to sleep eventually, right? Of course, they got people watching them, of course. But why stay in that cage for as long as they were in that cage? Honestly, they couldn't escape that night and just disappeared. The darkness would have helped them out a little bit. Granted, those people might have had more experience hunting and, killing animals and maybe at nighttime, but who knows? They at least shouldn't have tried. Nope, they just stayed there the whole time and watched their friends get killed one by one by one. It was just... And then when they finally realized it's down to a couple of them, then they started to get the feeling that, oh, we must escape. I'm like, really? You figure that out now? Anyway, it's just a bad movie. I can't say it's a good movie. I can't say it's an okay movie. I can't say this movie has problems and say that it's still an enjoyable movie, but no, this movie is just bad. Might end up in my worst list. I have no idea yet because I have other movies I have to watch. But man, was this movie bad. If I had to grade it, I did like the part when they, all the killing part, that the gory, all that stuff. I kind of like that kind of stuff. Like I said, if you're not a fan of that, or if you could get queasy on those kind of things, don't watch this movie. But other than that, those scenes they show were pretty cool. How they did it, especially for a low budget movie. So I'm gonna be nice and give this movie a 2. This movie isn't good at all, people. Dialogue is horrible. The actors, I don't know where they got them from. Maybe from the supermarket or something. Because honestly, I never heard of them. I went to IMDb to look them up. Mine is a couple TV people here and there, but not really anything to joy and to jump about. But honestly, even when the girls, usually when a girl is hot in a horror movie, they do hot sex scenes or whatever it is, and then they get butchered. Nope, they just die like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, like I said, that was a spoiler, but like I said, if you even care about this, you would pause this and then watch it and then come back to this, because honestly, this movie's not good at all. So I'm gonna give it a 2 just because of that, the scenes that they used to kill them. But other than that, this movie's bad. Now, the only one other good thing about that, the people that they actually got to be the killers and the savages, they're actually from another country. So it was really cool seeing that, They'd never been filmed like that before on TV or movies or whatever. So they got them to be, the monsters in a way to be in the movie. They worked, they made it look realistic and made that look cool. But the rest of the movie just, I don't recommend this movie unless you're really hardcore fan and you want to watch it and see for yourself. But anyway, that's my review. Let me know what you think. Have you ever seen this movie? Did you ever want to see this movie? Just leave a comment below and let's talk about it, okay? Thank you and have a good day.